morning. Good morning. I woke up like about 6:06 this morning, and it is probably like around 6:20 or so. I mean, the sun is up. What time does the sun come up? The sun is up. The sun is up. Let me flip it. The sun is up. Normally you would see me sitting on my back porch, but there's no back porch. That would be a tip. That's the back porch. But hey, the house is getting fixed. I have absolutely no complaints today. No complaints. No complaints. No complaints. No complaints. And I'm starting to think, regardless of whether you like it or not, because it is what it is, the seed really doesn't fall far from the tree. The fruit really doesn't fall far from the tree. Sometimes because of that tree and that seed being bad, you have to do a lot of stuff to be better, to be a better you. Fortunately for me, or maybe it was a blessing of who I was to be. A blessing and a lesson and a legacy of who I was to be. I had the perfect family for me. I've heard people say that you choose your parents. Well, then if you chose your parents, you chose them for some specific mission that was going to shape you in doing what it is that you need to do. But it gets down to, and I mean, I used to didn't want to believe in that number either, of the 144,000, because I said billions and billions of people in the world, 144,000. But I get it. I do. But here's something that even some of you who are of the 144,000, or you think you are, may not know, that it is still only a few of you. How do I word this? Well, there's always a tier. There's always levels to this. It's always buggies. This shit does not work. I don't care what they say. I mean, these buggies are evolving every day. The buggies, the flies, the regular flies are looking like horse flies now. The horse flies were like big back in the day, but even the regular flies are big now. So Mother Nature is evolving all over the place. I told you guys this stuff like around 20. Well, I've been talking about this stuff since 2012. Maybe I've been talking about this stuff for longer than that, but I've been consciously aware that I've been talking about this stuff since 2012. And on YouTube, I think well, evidently YouTube says I jumped on it 2014. So okay, fine. Probably. I mean, I was on other social media, you know what I mean? I was probably, like, before I got on YouTube, I was Facebooking my ass off. But Facebook is not what it used to be. In fact, all the social medias are not what it used to be. Oh, I know you see the sun. I see the sun. I've got a lot of things to address, but I'm woke I am not a morning person. I'm not a morning person. I'm surprised I didn't hear Reveille. But let's just say I'm tapped in and tuned in. And I started realizing, because did I finish saying what I was going to say? About how I have been on YouTube since 2014. I've been on social media talking about things like conscious awareness, Christ consciousness, how all churches aren't churches, depending on what it's church to you. I have always had a mission to do what I do. I just didn't want to do it, because who I knew right off the bat. I knew right off the bat once I opened that door, ooh, all the demon hordes would. Oh, that was a kitty. It's like it was a rabbit. Rabbit. I thought it was a rabbit, but it was a kitty. Hello, mommy. was Kitty. No, it reminds me of my daddy's nickname for my mommy, Kitty. And then it reminds me of something else. You know, there's a group called that too, but you know, in the military, if you say acoustic kitty, it's another type of thing. Military term, you know what I mean? A few do. Anyway, I'm realizing that is that the door? I don't know. You never know around me. Anyway, I mean, and yes, there are ghosts and stuff like that, and there are a lot of things I can talk about, but I don't feel like talking about it to a lot of people when I'm an empath. I feel energies. So I have learned to guard my energy. I have learned to guard what's around me or what I choose to have around me, because I also know there's something else about me that a lot of people will dismiss, debunk, try to anyway. But I have to warn them. And I don't think I chose her. I think she chose me back in the day. When? I don't know. But I've talked about the spirit of my colleague. See, you know what? It's funny because I remember when my husband and I were in the Bahamas and people thought I was one of the fire dancers because we were right there on the beach and it was like a whole luau. You know, can you imagine the Bahamas? I mean, it was already a perfect. When I was working at Jams in Greenville, Diva takes her listeners to the Bahamas. That's when, believe it or not, I've never been on a cruise. I don't think I want to be on I'm not I was thinking it was going to be a cruise, but it was going to be a plane. And I'm telling you, that was just a 2-hour ride, and I was just like, oh God. You see, I'm that person. I am that person. That there's always one in the bunch somewhere. I am that person that has to go and meet the pilot and get a feel for the pilot and make sure that the pilot is okay, that the pilot is not high or drunk. I don't smell alcohol in any kind of way, because there's certain things, like if I get a vibe, I'm out. I'm dipped out, bounced out. I'm out. And that's what I've had with some of you and some supposedly very important or reputable people, or maybe they weren't, or maybe these people are being scammed too. As you see, there has been some crime rings that have been breaking down in North Carolina and all over the world, because one ties into the other. There's only 6 degrees of separation in this BS. And so I'm for it. I'm here for it. And when I think, this guy was named Leo something like that, and I'm thinking about all the like Leos that were coming after me, and it's Leo, because these type of criminals who like to exploit children, they like to exploit everybody. They like to exploit women. They like to exploit children. They exploit men. There are a lot of men who have been sexually abused, sexually exploited in a variety of ways, but they won't necessarily come out and tell you, okay, because that is just not a manly thing to do. They think that it takes their manliness away. And I mean, being a victim of a predator, being a victim of sexual abuse, being a victim of rape, you speaking your mind out about it does not diminish you. In fact, it may help you. You just have to find the right people to talk to, because each and every day there's some people, a lot of people actually, that are preying on your downfall. Prey and pray. Same thing. Many times. That's why I knew that the minute that I started to talk, these churches would fall and they would really come after me. And what you don't know is when you come after me, I really am a chosen one by the highest of authority. You might think that's in my mind. You might think I'm Delulu. A lot of people, it's sad to say, a lot of people, and they get these gang stalking members. They get these members and this member and these members of these groups. That's why I don't do discourse or groups or stuff like that, because I don't have time to get in these chats and have these people. They have nothing else to do. They have nothing else to do. They're being paid to literally destroy and distract you. Distract and destroy you. Same thing. And I mean, like I said, they get paid for that too. Many times, some of them are getting paid by people who actually work for YouTube. Am I wrong, YouTube? You know, news, people would rather see a train wreck. People would rather see a train wreck than the truth. Sometimes the truth is a train wreck. But anyway, I'm up this morning. Much respect to the military. A lot of people don't like the military. The military is not for everybody. My daddy knew right off the bat that nope, don't want my baby going into that. Don't want my baby. Mommy says, but she would be so good. She's technical. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. She's all of that. She's brilliant. Can you imagine? And this was back in the day. I mean, I'm 69 years old. So the military has come a long way too. But can you imagine a dark-skinned black man in the military? Like around 1956, 55, 54, during that time, what he had to go through, what he had to deal with, and to be as strong as he was to literally not kill somebody. I mean, do you know my dad? They know me not. That's why I can look directly at. And the fact is, I can look directly at the sun. They say, don't look at the sun. Now, listen, don't do me. Don't do me. Don't do me. Disclaimer. Okay, where are we supposed to go? For entertainment purposes only, edutainment purposes only, whatever. Whatever it whatever it is to you, whatever it chooses to be. But seriously, I can look directly at the sun. I've been looking at the sun all my life. And my eyes, I'm not blind, right? I'm clearly not blind. You know, I be eagle-eyed all the time. Funny thing is, I can see what I want to. That's why I heard other people say, you see what you want to see. You just, you get like, sometimes you get like the three monkeys: see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Yeah, sometimes that is me. I mean, a Pisces can like shut you out. We'll put a bubble on ourselves. We'll be a little bubble boy, a little bubble girl. And we're like, we're in a world all by ourselves. It works for us. It works for me. Because honestly, I think that's why, my daddy said what he said. My mommy said what she said too. Because if I really... I took this. I have yet to find this stuff to work. But I'm using it. You see how much... Anyway... And you just came back in here like, and the thing about it is, I got like, girl, don't you have the little thing, the little, yeah, but it, okay, hang on. Oh my God. Ugh. Morning out. Morning exercise, and my body's not right for this right now. No coffee, no water yet. Oh, that's what I should have done. Got some water. In my jammies. In my jammies. You know Florida? I mean, everybody who doesn't know Florida. Now, I'm not talking about Florida Evans. I don't know how some people used to like say, oh, you like Florida Evans, or you like Whoopi Goldberg. You know what? These are some of the... curved word. These are some of the racist mofos who will say anything behind a keyboard, but they won't come to your face. You bold enough to go anywhere? Why don't you walk in my community and ask them about me today? I'd like to know what they have to say in reality. I really do. What they got to say about the bad witch in the community? The bad witch. But I've been good to all of you. You know what happens when I go bad? Some of you do. I do nothing but sit and chill. I let mommy and daddy come out and do their will. And that's another thing. Let me say this. I heard somebody say something, and I have been watching your channel. I won't say who. And I mean, everybody can have the right to think what they want to. But this starts to go down that same trail of when you keep saying he, we're made in his image, we're made in his image, we're made in his image, we're made in his image. Okay, do you hear and think cognitively? what's the word? You know the word I'm talking about, because it's early in the morning for me. I haven't had coffee or water yet. Are you thinking consciously, understanding what you're saying? You're saying that me as a woman with boobs and a vagina was fashioned by a man, or more so, fashioned out of the rib of a man. Make that make sense, Martha. Make that make sense. You're saying, as a woman, my boobs and my vagina and my hair and my whole woman, divine feminine essence was made out of the rib of, because God can make anything, but you don't know who God is, and it's that thing. So whenever I hear men start to harp on he, and you forget about the she, like a lot of Muslims will say Allah, Allah. Listen, it's in my family tree. I got it. But I also know about ALLAT. That is a thing. There is always a divine counterpart. And it didn't come from a rib or a wing. The foodie thing again, the foodie thing kicked in. But you know what I mean? So whenever I start hearing that, then I start pulling back, because I'm like, okay, this person is not as smart as they think they are. But you know what? That's their journey. So I'll let you go with that. I would just say, open up your mind a little bit more in teaching that, because you're going down the same slippery slope that a lot of toxic men go, who want to control. He said, and you are literally disrespecting all the mothers of the family, all the grandmothers of the family, all the great-grandmothers of the family. You see all these troglodytes out here right now? They're feeling like they can do anything and everything to women because they've been given the God-given power. You know how many preachers have impregnated their whole congregation because they heard a message from God to populate the nation? You're a part of that. Because you either don't look forward or don't really think back. Think more if you're of the 144,000. How about doing that today? Think more. Rabbit. And then you have the people that say, Alice, you look down, you're going down the rolling hole. But you want to talk to me in real life, yo. You're so busy smoking and toking and drinking and fucking and sucking and whatever that be. I can't hang with that energy. I mean, you know, like I said, I know what I saw. All of you all are like lying for views and for publicity or whatever. And so I can't lie like that, because I'm like, oh, and there we go. Oh, and there we go. You think I'm lying about that? No, hell no. You see it? You see it? You see it? You see it? Anyway, baby girl's up. She's putting on the Ranger Major show. Nah, I gotta do this again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, the old bones. The old bones. Why can't I get disability? I have stage 4 chronic kidney disease, man. You telling me I can't get disability? And at 69 years old. And high blood pressure. But how's your blood pressure, Val, really? Well, okay, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, so I have high blood pressure, okay? I have to check. I have to take my meds from time to time. But, you know, I'm taking, like, literally the lowest of it. So that's why I found a doctor that will work with me and my health. See, you say, you know, let certain... Oh, God, I heard that in the back. Like, let certain hospitals take charge of your health. Yeah, they take charge of your health and your wealth. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'm not even going to talk about what that man. Now, you think I'm talking about that man. I'm talking about the other man that was appointed by that man. Like, okay, they're all like, do you? Not even in it. But back to what I was saying. Some of you really needs to start thinking about this. He, and going down this biblical thing again. and really forcing that heat. Now, in all due respect to, and I'm not backtracking, but I'm just saying, yes, I did relate that energy to a heat. I relate that energy to whatever it was. Actually, it was everything. It was everything. So it was more than just a heat. It was everything. It was everything. It was that energy. It was the ultimate source to be. But that's why I know I don't get stuck in pronouns like you do. See, that too was for a show, and everybody was getting confused with the pronouns: he, she, thee, him, bam, 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 and still you don't get it. Still you don't get it. So if you don't perceive this the right way, then actually what you're saying is God is gay, God is queer, God is LGBTQ. And I mean, you know what? If that's how, you feel like that works for you. But let's be real about the facts, okay? Even in the Bible, in the beginning, let us create man. And I will go up to preachers and priests and shamans. Shamans get it. Shamans understand. The real ones do. The grifting gurus, they're just like everybody else. They're trying to grift and steal from you. But the real ones do. When they'll say, like, well, who is us? It said, let us make man. Who is us? It's right there in your books. You're not going to trust your own eyes now when you're going to read in the book. You are now. Is your mind open? Are you awake? I don't have any coffee. I mean, for goodness sakes, but I can read. And you're a reader and you can't read. Who is up smoking weed this early in the morning? You know what? I can't even hate, because I remember I used to do that too. But there's a lot of things going on in my community. Rent's due. My rent's paid. I am cool. And the house getting built. I'm glad though I looked around, because sometimes I'd be like, I could have just opened up the door and just walked on that. I fell flat on my face. God, that would have been a tragedy. You know what I mean? But because that steps ain't there. But that's okay. I'm still getting fresh air and the sun, and I'm waking up. I'm waking up possibly a few or some. But yeah, let us make man. Are you saying two men or us? Y'all don't get it. You get it. Well, you don't get me. But I've always said that my dad was the God in my life, and my mom was the goddess in my life. And those two energies, a masculine and a feminine, created me. Now think about that. If we apply that microcosm to a macrocosm, you are a microcosm of what is going on in the entire universe. And you're trying to understand the universe first, when you need to be understanding yourself. Because you work from in to go out, not out to go in. And people who keep preaching to you and telling you, you got to give yourself to the Lord, you got to give yourself to this, and they're really saying give yourself to them, because you keep giving your money away. Did I hear that TD Jakes is retired or stepped down? Okay, but he gave his church over to his daughter or his family. Yeah, okay. Money's still going to the same place. But hey, you know what? God does not care. God is everywhere, honey. Everywhere. That's why some of these preachers wish they did not come for me. And some of them are still as narcissistic as can be. You have a lot of celebrities who are all of a sudden finding God, and now they want to be preachers and teachers, and they think that's going to save them. It's not. You have some explaining to do. And you still, in many ways, be acting like that celebrity thought. People didn't know about you. But that's the beautiful thing about a Saturn return. Saturn don't give no fucks about none of you. That includes me too. But in my case, I'm the daughter, the granddaughter, the great-grand, the niece. I'm in the family, so to speak. So to speak, I'm in the family. So it's a legacy. So as long as I honor my code of being as truthful as I can be, and standing up to my hoes and my foes. But I don't have no hoes. Why did I say my hoes? I don't have no hoes. Why did I say my hoes? Because somebody right now is thinking that, you know, like my hoes. Everything you think is like you waking up in the morning to your hoes. And that's why you're being hoed. Hosed. Hosed. What's the term when you're being hosed? Like water hose, stuff like, I hear you, birdie. I hear you, baby. I hear you, birdie. Okay, on to better things. Mother Nature said, oh, yeah, leave that. Bad. So, who is your team? Who is your team? Before you realize who your team is, first you better realize who you are. Because if you don't realize who you are sincerely, like I said, it starts from within, not from without. That's why a lot of people have a lot of people around them and a lot of, you know, what they think are teammates around them. And then they find out that in all actuality, you're surrounded by a lot of enemies, a lot of frenemies, a lot of kinemies. Those people don't like you. I know the people that don't like me. I used to be nice to everybody, and I used to kind of just ignore. Not doing that. You don't get the same person that I was before. No, if I know you don't like me or you hate me or whatever it be, I don't have to fuck with you at all. That's just me. My cutoff game is super sharp and cold. I'm like a Ginsu knife, bitch. You know, you're yesterday's news. That's old. We are not on that. We have moved forward, you know, to a better track. But I'm realizing about how I told y'all my dad was a commanding warrant officer. Get the whole thing in. But he was a drill sergeant. And can you imagine, you know, and I'm in at Fort Benning, Georgia too. Do you see the range? And he was 5th Cap. I told you, I didn't know about any of this stuff till other people told me, your dad was in 5th Cap. Your dad was in 5th. Do you know how bad he had to be? I do know how bad my dad was. I just didn't know that other side of him. See, I wasn't like, Daddy didn't talk military stuff to me. Like, we didn't talk like, I don't know if you got some people, you perceive some people in the military that all they do is talk military, but sometimes, and some of them do, this is true, some of them do, but sometimes in the case of my dad, when he came home, it was family time. It was family time between us two. It was family time. I mean, both my parents were in the military. My mom was a nurse, the healer, not Erica Badu, not the fake nurse, the Smith Grammy or whatever. None of that. None of that. No, she was a real soldier, one of the first black in the Women's Army Corps. She lied about her age to get there. She was the first in her family to do that. She was the first in her family to do that. She was the first in her family to do that. I'm trying to think, did her brother go into the military? I don't think he did. And she had younger brother that died that worked on my aunt's trauma. My aunt was traumatized by the big flood. There's always a big flood, and somewhere in the line there's always a big flood in the legacy. And there was a big flood in North Carolina in Fayetteville back in the day. What was it, 30s, 40s? I don't know, Hazel, something like that. Look it up. And they lived off of Troy Drive. I guess that's what it was called back then. I mean, you know, my grandfather had a whole farm. I mean, whole farm, big house. I'm looking at the Rockefeller Retreat in their house, and my grandfather's house wasn't that big, but it was a nice size house, and it was a lot of land. Everybody got land except me. Which is odd considering that I was the favorite grandchild. Like, I can't put one and one together. My family did not like me. Can you imagine how sad it is to realize jealousy starts at an early age as a child? There were people who didn't even want me to be born. That was a union that was destined to happen. My dad was the first one to do what he did in his family. My mom was the first one to do what she did in her family. And then, for all that time of not being able to have a child, I would have had a sister that was maybe 10 years older than me. But she miscarried or something. And so, something, I don't know. So, and the doctor said, you would never have another child. And my mom said, watch me do this. So I wasn't a mistake. I was born out of love and true passion, not hate. I was born to be great. I was born fighting. I was a preemie baby. I came out 7 months. 7 months. And my spiritual life path is 7 too. It's a synchronicity for me. You can't make this shit up. But many of you do. I know it's I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Is that the cue? I can't make this up. Count how many times I can't make this up. And if you count so many times, then they're making it up. But you can research my stories. They're true. Somebody clearly has. That's why I say there may be 144,000, but what I'm in is even fewer than that. I'm one of the few. And when it comes to me, I'm one of one. There's nobody like me. Who is up? Sometimes they do ruck runs in the neighborhood. So, well, they got the construction going on too, but they might be doing a ruck run. They might, so you might see the military today come through. You never know. You never know. Rabbit. It's the Ranger show. I'm up this morning, but yeah, but all of that's to say, the point I'm trying to make is the seed doesn't fall far from the tree, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So I love watching these drill videos. I love watching these drill videos on YouTube. I love watching these drill videos on. Oh man, this shit doesn't work. I'm like the house for. I'm like the. I'm like the safe place for every living creature who wants to come and get out. I do not like buggies and pests. Get out. But no, but I watch drill sergeant I just like the drills. I mean, I love that stuff. I love this stuff. And I thought about it. Hold up, wait. Was my daddy practicing drills on me when I was a baby, and I didn't really realize? Because I was always my daddy's favorite, like earpiece. Like, Sagittarius be in their own world too. So you got this Leo, my father, you got the Sagittarius, that's my mother. So you got two alphas. That's why I say, any man that says, well, I don't want an alpha, right? Well, bitch, then you're not the one for me, because if you think I'm going to be a beta to your beta, you got me fucked up. You don't know me. And that is true. Men have really tried to play me down or put me down, because I will not bow to you. And that's why I say you got to be careful when you start talking about he and throwing that shit on me, because then I start to go, do you know who you're talking to? And I know that's when I say one of the things that I do not like is when, people who just come up, this bug is not going away. This is worthless. Okay, I should just get some peppermint and spray in the face, because peppermint, they don't like peppermint. There's not enough peppermint in here. But, lost my train of thought. Is the moon still in Jupiter? Why am I burping? Do I need to eat something? Drink some coffee? Yeah, but thoughts coming out. No, but I mean, you got to, once you start to come into your awareness of who you really are, and it starts from deep within, okay? So I start thinking, I do love drill videos. I love. And see, then you get people in Chicago drilling, and y'all took that a whole kind of way. The nerve of some of you drilling ass, gangster ass rappers who took something that was precious to some and an art at that, and you have set everything in all cultures. But I swear to God, if my God and my goddess didn't pull me back, I'd slap the destruction of Kali on all you motherfuckers. See, I told you. My colleague is like my spiritual godmother. I can't call her on her too many times. I say much respect with her name. But see, that's why I know some of you, you're not the same. And you think because, well, if Val Jones did it, I can do it too. Go ahead. Say her name like Candyman. Say her name like Candyman. Play with the name of my colleague. Be careful what you ask for. Take a look at some celebrities. They played in that energy and don't know what happened. One thing about this, Miss Val Jones don't be capping. I know my shit. I know my spirits. I know me. I'm protected by forces you can't see. I'm not afraid to say the word Illuminati. Why should I be? I'm not Ariana Grande or Cynthia, whoever it be. You ever notice you ever notice how when some people put the stench on people, that stench never comes off until it's a big tragedy. And I mean, it never comes off. That's it. And it ends up like why are they all looking like heroin thin, cracked out thin, coke thin? There used to be model thin and shit like that. But like Twiggy was a naturally thin. You all don't even know who Twiggy is. But yet you know so much and you want to come and teach me. And I'm like, please, child. Get the fuck. That's like a dumb the young people today are like really, really dumb. Some have got it. Some are on point. I applaud you because you've had to go through so much. And I know you too probably are the ones who get bullied in school. Somehow or another, it's a bad thing to be a nerd and smart, although nerds in actuality make the most money. You've got the rap industry thinking that they're making millions and billions of dollars on these concerts. Well, whoop-de-whoop. Kendrick just made $1 million more than rappers ever make on a concert. But what you don't know is how many people he got to pay out of that money, too. That doesn't mean he made $1 million. That means he's like, well, he is his label. Is he his label? Because there's a lot of people that go with that. I mean, let's be real. Nobody, not even Rock Nation, nobody really owns their shit. They're owned by somebody else. If you're really making it in this bitch called the entertainment industry, you can act like you own it, but okay. And they didn't get mad. So that's why, when you came to me some type of way and you're disrespecting me, like I'm supposed to bow down to you, like, do you know who I am? No, bitch, do you know who I am? Do you know who the fuck you're talking to? I build you up. I can break you down. I gave you free love. Now that free love is not around. You wanted sex and lust and billions of likes. You wanted billions of hoes and billions of whatever it be. Now that you got it, are you happy with it? I am. Just being me. But back to my dad, which the sun is shining on me right now. And like I said, I be looking dead at the sun. Doesn't bother me. No way. Never have. Well, the sun, many people do classify the sun as a masculine energy, and I can see why you would. But you forget the ground that you walk on. The ground that you walk on is called Mother Earth. The sun goes down at night, and Mother is still around. The sun comes up in the morning, and Mother is still around. The sun goes down or goes on the other side of the world. But that ground is still that ground. If the earth moves under your feet, calling on the sun, that sun ain't gonna do shit for you, seriously. You got a bigger problem. It's called tangibility. And that's what's happening right now. Some of you people have lost your tangibility. You've lost your mind. You get caught up in the narrative every time. And then the few that come through to try to show you or teach you the way, you want to sacrifice them. Yes, you do. I give you love and the truth, and you want to kill me. Now it's time for me to kill you creatively. See, I'm learning how to do it, mother. I'm learning how to do it. How did I pop out? That just a little piece of wood just popped out. Oh, no. That was my incense. My incense just burnt out. Okay, I was like, where did that come from? My incense just burnt out. Got patchouli. I need to burn some more patchouli, because that kind of keeps them away too. But yeah, but that's what I'm gonna say. I'm waking up, like, realizing, like, the drill. I love those drills, and I thought I was a cheerleader back in the day. I was still a cheerleader to some degree, but I was always the one that was making the chants and the drills and the stuff like that. That's so me. From junior high school to senior high school to college, even now, if I putting together, sometimes when I was working with the drill teams and stuff like that, and I would make up the drills and stuff like that. So I'm like, wow, that's my dad coming out of me. That's the drill sergeant energy. Because that's what that's motivating me. Would I ever want to be in the military and do at this age? No. But I bet you if I was, I'd be like my dad. I'd be the best I could be. I mean, because, I know what I'm getting into. But my daddy knew that, he knew my constitution for, like, going, you want me to do what? But okay, I tell you what. Don't be me. Yeah, it would be like it would be like having the general store. You see some movies and Hallmark movies like that, with a general store has to go in, and like be a recruit. It's good for laughs, but in reality, it's a power struggle. No. I'm serious, but I got the best of my mom. I got the healing energy from my mom, because I still got my mom's medical journals, and I still read. Certain things that are just religious to me, like the truth is the truth is the truth, and the truth shall always be. So I love the energy, the soldier mom, and the soldier dad, the nurse healer mom, which is about, my love of herbs, natural herbs and natural things. And your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. You know what I mean? I mean, it's right there. Your health is your wealth. Like, what did you get from your mom? What did you get from your dad? See, those are some things that some of you really need to work through. You're up here trying to read others and teach others, and expect followers to follow you, but you're still working through your stuff. We're always going to be working through our stuff. But the thing about it is, your narcissism, your ego, you're projecting, because I can feel people when they're the enemy, and then you better check yourself. No, bitch, you better check yourself. Who you talking to? Because I know goddamn well you ain't talking to me. Do I really need to read you? And I mean, I could do it. So, honey, that's why gay people love me. She's getting ready to go in. Wait. Get your popcorn. Go. Gay people love me. Gay men love me. They love me. Ugh. No offense, but I just can't fuck with gay women like that. Because I swear, it's like pets. All the pets, I mean, I am not trying to take your husband. I'm not trying to take your wife. I'm not trying to take your pet. I just have that light, and they gravitate, and they become obsessed. And I'm like, and I don't even be thinking I'm looking or even acting my best. I'm like, how the hell? So this whole Venus energy, 12th house, I have to learn how to curb that, but I don't know what exactly it is I'm supposed to be curbing. Because, I mean, and it's a little unnerving, because I'm just, sitting here doing me. And the next thing I know, I have the wrong people being obsessed with me. And I mean, I like my space. Clearly that should be, understood. I like my space. So when you start invading my space, I mean, I was the only child. I wasn't lonely. People, but weren't you lonely? No. Aren't you lonely now? No. No. I like my space. I like my bed that I can get in by myself. I like my own car where I can drive. I've had my own car since I was 16. I like to go where I want to go, and I like to not go where I want to go. I learned a long time ago, being in radio, I don't want to be riding with people and going to some of these industry parties and I'm locked in doing some shit that I don't want to do, and I can't go nowhere because people want to hang with the rest of the crew, and I'm like, I'm sitting there looking like the narc back in the day was like the narcotics agent, because I didn't do what they did. And so I'm just sitting there trying to be invisible. The song here, oh, here, oh, here. Was it Alicia Carey or something like that? Yeah, that song, I'll be over here. That song, look at that song today. Listen to that song on YouTube today. That's my life on radio all the way. That is my life. Alicia Carey right here. I'll be over here. I can't do that shit. By the way, speaking of radio and stuff like that, I was just looking through some of my boxes of my old stuff and thinking about some of the stuff I'm going to do back to Soul School Cafe the way it used to be before it got infiltrated by industry plants and me just being too nice to everybody and thinking they would be nice to me, but they sacrificed me. You sacrificed the person that was giving you real juice. Guess what, bitch? You're a loser and you lose. The truth of the flex is when it's true. They'll never give me respect. But God doesn't always do. God is too. And it's May. Mother's May. Who will you give your energy to this year, Val? Me? My parents. Spiritual birth. I'm getting all this gas out of me. Me? God. And God is the higher power to me said, no. No. None of them. It's like a Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why I said, that's why I said, you can tell when people are grifting, because I feel you in my energy, and you are boo-boo the fool if you paying these suckers, to continue to sucker you. So it's a bunch of suckers that's being suckered by a sucker who's being suckered back, who's being played. God is whipping that ass. I'm here for it. And we really get ready to come into the storm season. So now it's mom's time to clap back. And I do believe that Mother's Day is on a full moon too. What? Did you hear the cock crow? I did. Oh no, those are Canada geese. Canada geese too, because me and the Canada geese, although they can be vicious sometimes, but it's kind of, when the Canada geese rock with you, they rock. That was a rooster. Anyway, but Melvin Van Peebles, I used to play on my show. I'll probably bring him back. The rooster says, I don't know. I used to play her all the time too. Shell and they go cello. How'd that work for you, turning your back? When people really support you, the least you could do is say thank you. I never asked for any money from any of you, but for you to jump on the hate train because somebody waved a pretty, ugly, deceptive penny in your face. The devil played you just the same. You played the devil's game. You played a stupid game. The real devil knows who I am. Boom. You are set up. Ship don't seem to be going nowhere. Or do, but you got to know what you're dealing with. And Chip sharing, by the way, that you will see, when you see Lexi, that was an epic night. That was an epic night when everything went wrong, and I actually had the police the Durham police to come and get me. I got lost. I mean, I was horribly lost. I was like, but everything was going. That was also on the Mercury retrograde too. Oh my God, Mercury retrogrades are the worst. I mean, they can be. Everything that could possibly go wrong was just going wrong everywhere. But then it all went out all right, because, the Durham police, here came and got me at a park lot. I went in some parking lot of some car dealership, and they came and found me because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I got to get here. I'm supposed to be performing here, and I have no idea where I'm at. And it's an emergency to me, so I'm sorry for using your tax dollars seriously. And they were just laughing. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. So I don't, like y'all say, fuck the police, fuck this, fuck the military, fuck everybody. You're actually telling the people who actually can protect you and help you. You said fuck them. Okay, is Pookie the meth head gonna help you when your house is on fire? Pookie probably caused it. I'm like, shit, people shooting up all over the place. I mean, like, what are you talking about? Do you call me? Some of you do. Some of you call up your boys. I just call up my ancestors. And y'all don't have to worry about it, because, it's always, y'all be thinking about drive-bys, but listen, there's flybys. There are flybys all over the place. And I'm telling you, raptors are real. Not just the raptors as far as the birds, but raptors are, did you know, just like in Wonder Woman with the invisible plane, you can make a plane invisible. And if you can make a plane invisible, you can make a person invisible too. Shh. Secret. You Slytherin. Get out the balance. Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. How is Jimmy Castor not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Black people, I remember I heard, like, on NPR, and I've heard that before, when Chubby Checker said something like he had to fight to get for, this. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. You allowed a lot of people to get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and yet you stole from their music. You stole from the culture. You culture vultures. I'm talking about you white people who had the power to stand up and do something, but you didn't, and you still doing the same thing. You little motherfucking muggles. You gonna pay for this shit. You gonna pay for that sin. You know what I mean? These people died not getting their prize. I mean, I am surprised the few who are still alive. You know what? Jimmy Castor, I've seen no offense to Missy Elliott and Salt and Pepper and all this and all that, and hip hop is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but you don't even remember Jimmy Castor's name. And this was the summer anthem. Everybody I know was playing Jimmy Castor songs back in the day. Bertha Boogie. I mean, he could go. His concerts were epic. He put on an entire show. Let me tell you something. He did You Make Me Feel Brand New, the Stylistics, and that's what got him. That's what. Well, you know what? Jimmy was the type of person like, listen, I'm damn good at what I'm going to do, so I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And this was a hit for him. But when he was doing the concert with the Stylistics, and he was not the opener, but he came before them. And so I guess, opening acts, because they were the main act. And so, since that was their hit song originally, I mean, I guess, it's that professional jealousy. But they didn't want him to do You Make Me Feel Brand New. But this was one of his hits too. See, now I would have taken it as, well, you know what? I would have taken it as an honor. It's a treat. Now I get to hear this one of my favorite songs two ways. Two different views. Nah, that professional jealousy came in. And I think they probably told him in a not so nice way, no, you won't do this song. There are some of us that you don't need to tell us what we won't do, because then that's exactly what we will do. I respected him. This man was like a big brother to me. He was like a real mentor to me. There are a lot of people who've come in afterwards acting like they want to mentor me. There have been some celebrities, they want to mentor me. Bitch, you can't even mentor you. Mentor your motherfucking family. Mentor yourself, bitch. The planes are revving up. The Everything Man, the E-Man, the best of Jimmy Castor bunch. Well before summertime, and before that, Summer Madness was the summer anthem. Okay, so let's give credit where credit's due. Kool in the Gang was before you, bitch. Sit the fuck down. You know what? It's bad when you raise your kids to be grifters just like you, but it's not just him; it's her too. You know what? You and your whole group. Your whole gang, your whole group. We got him, Clint. Whoa. Daddy's got you. And those ones say, yeah, I'm your daddy now. You be sure to tell that to my daddy and all the ghosts when they come around. I know I am looking like the Grudge. She witchy, she woo. I caught myself. I was looking at I caught myself with that stance. I'm looking like the Grudge girl. Rabbit. Holy Spirit, come through. I had no idea I was going to do this. Just woke up this way, literally. Oh. Hey, Leroy, your mama's calling you. Southern Fried Frijoles. See, it's just because it's just every bebop hip hop dancer, like, it's just begun. Like, if anything, as far as starting the whole b-boy movement, fuck Pete Rock. Fuck Night Wonder. Fuck all these hoes who don't give credit where credit is due. Yeah, you took that money to like literally destroy history too. It's the nerve of some of you bitches. Don't you ever come in my face. I will slay the fuck out of all of y'all. You better hope the military keeps riding over me every day and every day. My boys are doing flybys and drive-thrus too, right? Don't. King Kong ain't got shit on me, bitch. Welcome to Holler Earth. Remember the little girl in Holler Earth, like, you know, talking to, like, you know, like I told you, Montserrat. That too got mommy crew coming. See, it's not the CBD or the coffee, it's me naturally. No, but that too, because Montserrat. I mean, back in the day, I used to watch, you know, like the old TKO stuff, like Montserrat. Like the two little priestesses, the two little twins. Those are the twins, the two. And my rising is a Gemini rising. I'm a Gemini, you know, and my sun sign is the fish. 2 sets of twins. Whoop, there it is. Y'all can't do math. And you wonder why Lilith is laughing her ass off. No, but potential. That, you know, you heard me doing my commercial. Potential. All these songs are epic. King Kong, Birth of Butt Boogie. I mean, how is he not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Y'all are like, you know, yeah. But I did finish it, like, yeah. I finished, like, you know. Bottom line is he did the because Jimmy Castor was like me. Or I'm like Jimmy Castor. I mean, he did the song You Make Me Feel Brand New. Got a standing ovation. The stylists hated him. So, you know, they got their little crew, and then they started trying to shadow ban him and turn the hate train on. You jealous motherfuckers. Like, if you're everybody, you know, everybody wants to say we all should be brothers and sisters and we all should be lovers on this earth, but you get jealous because you don't know your worth. How the fuck you gonna tell me that I'm dealing with my insecurity when I don't have that insecurity? I always had to tell people in radio, don't blame your insecurity on my security. My security comes with experience. My wisdom comes from, I just didn't wake up and look at something on TikTok and YouTube and go, whoa, I got it. I'm out here doing nature walks for real. I'm out here talking to plants and flowers and birds for real. I'm up here looking in the sun for real. I'm up here dealing with ghosts and seeing ghosts, real ghosts. There's no such thing as ghosts. That's a goddamn motherfucking lie. I keep telling you to put me on the lie detector test, but you all can't handle the truth. So I see why they don't. But the point is, they know. And they know that I know. And being that I know that they know, and they let me know every day, you don't worry about nothing. Just sometimes, though, when we say the block is hot, can you just kind of take that day to sit inside? Because people are wilding and peacocking right now, man. They're electrified. They're electrified. They gotta fuck something, do something, hurt something, fuck something, or fuck something up. And I'm like, too much. Get away, get away, get away, get away. But today's a good day. Rabbit, my rent's paid. My rent's paid, and I'm getting ready to go and eat me some food. And later on getting me some pizza. Thanks to the food channel. I was like, oh man, pizza. I did a whole thing. Did I do that? I don't know if I played that video yet. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember like I just did it last night. I may not, but anyway. Oh, I got Muda Baruka. How many of you know who Muda Baruka is? So you're going to talk to me about activism and poetry. Get the fuck out my class, bitch. Muda Baruka. Guerrilla Media. There's so many artists who've never gotten their due, and you got these little miscreants and stuff like that. Like, I mean, seriously, Playboy Cardi. Okay, go ahead and do you, bro. Al Strong. Al is super good. He's a local. It's not a local. He's actually out of Durham, North Carolina. But you all thought you were gonna kill jazz. I heard it was in jazz is jazz. It's all about hip hop now. What's that, Daddy? What's that, Mama? I heard the car. So I'm getting Mom and Dad. And hubby too. My hubby was a DJ. He wasn't just a chef in the military. He DJ'd too. I think if we had gotten together, that would have been an epic person for me, but he was dealing with too many generational curses. But even that story, as much as it seems like a tragedy, it worked out for me because I wasn't aware that even though it was in my own family, outside of my family, it wasn't in my own bubble because I was protected. And that's where the jealousy was, because people couldn't understand, how could she have so much love? How can she be so good? How can she be so smart? How can we put a smudge on this rose? How can we clip her flower? How can we deflower her? It's the jealousy the devil hates good. I'm talking about the dirty, dastardly demon, not necessarily the devil, but that devil too. But the devil, the main devil, actually, you know, he likes good too, because, you know, he has this role. And that's a he, but that can be a she. The devil's a bitch. And then sometimes they say that bitch is me. Well, you know what? You bring out your devil, then I bring out my devil. I told you, I don't just match, I surpass energies. Bitch, don't play with me. I have spirits you know nothing about, and spirits that you can't see. Child, my ancestors do not play by me. And that's when that gangster side starts to come out of me, and I start resonating with this, and then they start come up to the grave. Daughter, niece, you okay? No. That's okay. Just sit down. Stay out the way. We got it. And they do. Never should have broken into my parents' tomb. Who broke into my parents' tomb? That was absolutely, totally. God almighty, how about over an hour? This was not what I was expecting to do. Who is this? I don't even know what this is, but oh. He is funny. It's a frat brother. B.R. Merms. If it don't fit, don't force it. Frat brother. Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated. There's some funny shit on this. That's a keeper on Soul Squeak Effect. We will not bow down to racism. Black Power, music of a revolution. You know, considering some of you, whether it be Raw Digger, whoever it be, you know what, there's some people, there's some local artists that I help for free. And so I know you think you got something over on me because you got, you know, some of these, what I guess you would call, you know, bigger legacies than me. Although you claim to be a legacy and you were just a lie. I helped you and I gave you credibility and some free time. Bitches, all y'all can die. Yeah, I'm a petty little bitch, a petty little witch, a petty little whatever it is, but it is what it is. You showed me that for everything that I did for you, it wasn't shit. So you fucking die in that shit. No, you live in that shit. I hope you live a long, horrible life and feel every single solitary day the tragedy and the trauma of fucking with me the wrong way. I hope you live and feel it every day. Welcome to hell. Rabbit, rabbit. We will not bow down to racism. Nothing like white people saying the word niggas all the time. That got me fucked up. More cookie. But I'm homophobic. No. I'm stupid phobic. I'm ignorant phobic. I hate being around stupid and ignorant people who waste my motherfucking time. Anyway, that's it. But yeah, drill sergeant kid. But I realized, like, as much as I did the cheerleaders and stuff like that, that did affect me. I mean, I was daddy's little girl, still daddy's little girl. But because I said I'm daddy's little girl, don't all you men come out there and say, well, that's because God is a man. And God, you better shut the fuck up and bow the fuck down when you talk to me. Because it's the disrespect that you have the nerve to put yourself on the same level as my G-O-D, highest authority. Oh, they gonna fuck you up. Saturn gonna fuck you up. Saturn gonna get them. All the planets gonna get them. There's an alignment going on. Mom got rhythm. We got rhythm. We got rhythm. Who can ask for anything more? Who gives a damn that Pharrell says that Met Gala is going to have an impact? The same impact as it has before. Shout out to, hey, Jack, I got your name right. Slossenberg, who's saying, like, I say we should all ban. You know, we should all just ban. Just don't even what do you say? Like boycott the Met Gala. I would, because it's nothing but trash. There's no more class. I showed you the video. I'm gonna show it to you again. Okay, how about that? I'm gonna show it to you again. In fact, there I go. I'm gonna show you Vincent Minnelli and a couple of how he would show people in his movies, in his oh my gosh. Well, we're going to do the Met Gala. I'm going to do it, Vincent Minnelli, another thing, as we get to Black Music Month. I'll save that for Black Music Month. But since we're getting ready to go into the Met Gala, it's this. I'm going to do that. Okay, this is going to be fun. Remember when the Met Gala, well, you know, because the Met Gala didn't have black people in it then too. You know what? Here's the thing though. You let black people in, but then you make them do the shit that they do. You dumb them down and make them to be trashy. So you are responsible. You don't take accountability. That you keep putting out the trash and putting out the trash and putting out the trash and dumbing down our community. Beep, beep, beep. And black people, you don't take accountability either because you just want that money. I know it, but I got my money. I just care about me. But you know what? You still got concerts to do. And you still got bills to pay. And you still got to eat. So you got to keep it going. So the people that you don't care about, but you are using their money to build up your clout. You're a performer, but you're not even performing anymore. You're performing no more than a $2 whore, gender not specific. That's why I wish the fuck some of these motherfuckers would come up in my face with this shit. You better be glad I'm a military kid and watched over like this, because I will snap the neck off the beast. Alice, oh Alice, off with your head. God, that's me. Rabbit. How you like the rabbit hole now? Be careful when you mess with me. I am not Cardi B. Georgia born and Vietnam raised. Oh, honey. You played in the wrong game and chose the wrong way. But hey, I'm okay, so I'm good. Rabbit, it's all good. It's all good with me. Now they just gotta fix my Porsche, and I'm just gonna that's my video for today. Wow, I had no idea it was gonna go this long. I really did not. But that's all. Thank you to everything. Thank you outside. Thank you, dandelions. Thank you, mom and dad. Thank you to the military. Thank you to the music. Makes me high. Oh, yeah. Do the brownie recipe. Okay, I'm going to do that, the brownie recipe. And there was a video I was going to do that I really did earlier in the week about, because now you got these little, nothing men talking about how women over 40, nobody wants us, or over 50, we're still single and not, and whatever, because nobody wants us. Bitch, a lie, who doesn't want me at this point? You got that twisted once again. It's the mind fuckery that's going on, all you want me. See, she's being narcissistic right now, but am I though? Who keeps calling me up? Who keeps, why are you liking something that I literally posted 2017 and 2018, years ago? It's 2025. Are we trying to do this again? This is the crazy part where I have to I really have to vet people, because I don't know, who's on the pretend. So listen, if I ask you questions, if you want me to do something, do some commercials or something like that, don't take offended. But I am surrounded by, unfortunately, I see the traps. So I know these people want to get their lick back. they fucked up. And now they want to be, hey, remember me? Yeah, I do remember you. You're burning in hell for eternity. No, that energy is done. Done. That's not coming back. So I'm not giving a dime to you. But I will make money. That's what I'm going to do. But, I will treat you with a long handled spoon. And some people, I don't, the money's bad. I'm good. So if I vet you, I'm vetting you now I'm really like my mom and my dad. I'm vetting you like the CIA. I'm vetting you like the FBI. I'm vetting you like a vetter would, okay? Because there's a lot of people. Well, let's just say I'm used to that energy of being crucified. But we not gonna do it this time around. Welcome to the evolution. I'm going up while you are going down. Hashtag Jesus took the wheel. Rabbit. Hope you have a deserved meal. Shit brats would do.